New Year! Happy Motivational Monday! The first Motivational Monday of 2024. And I am so happy to say we made it. We survived all of 2023. Let me see, Miss, is my volume all the way up? Because you're going to need my volume up because, as you can see, I am not home. I am at my favorite spa right now because I believe there is a spa that will beat this one day, this experience. But this is my go-to favorite spa, Sojo Spa, and I'm still here. I am on a solo date, and this is the first of the year, and I just wanted to start my year with like self-nourishment and motivating my own self. So, yeah, I'm in the cafeteria of Sojo Spa, which is in upstate New Jersey. I would say New York. It's overlooking the Hudson River, facing New York. So it's a nice view of New York, a few minutes from New York. But I'm on the Jersey side. And this is my 6th time coming to Sojo Spa. And this is my 2nd solo trip. Both my solo trips were not planned to be solo trips, right? Can I eat my vegan dumplings, right, in front of y'all? This was my 2nd solo trip, but both my solo trips were not planned. But I think God is telling me something. It is okay to have something for myself that I enjoy, that I'm actually excited to do by myself. So, of course, I'm not a gatekeeper. I love sharing Sojo Spa with other people. And I was hopeful that my twin can come with me today, but she's not feeling well, so prayers up for her. But I was like, look, I'm going because I know I enjoy it by myself. Well, don't mind me. I'm in here all day. This is the 2nd meal I had here. I didn't even think I was going to get a 2nd meal because I ordered a vegan pizza and it was really good. But how are you going to pass tofu veggie dumplings? You can't pass up on this, right? So I'm just Happy New Year, Queen. Happy New Year. I'm getting ready for my 21 days of a better me. I'm coming on here for the Motivational Monday early and fast and early. I'm going to drop my gems and drop out because there is our first meeting for 21 days of a better me this evening at 8 p.m. And I might still be here. Who knows? This place don't close to 9:30 and I feel like I want to stay. Literally, when you check in, you don't have to check out until it full. So the earlier you check in, the longer you can stay. And this is my 6th time here, and I still have not experienced everything that they have to offer. So this is definitely a go-to place. Let me close my mouth. I hope everybody enjoyed their New Year's Eve and their New Year's Day. It's so good. And the vegan pizza, I'm going to post it later. Sis, you would have loved this vegan pizza. You're not missing anything from regular pizza. It had shallots, Brussels sprouts, and mushroom. It was so delicious. And that's what I had for lunch. So I wasn't really hungry. And I thought I was coming up here to get a smoothie, to be honest. But I was like, look, these tofu dumplings, I don't get that often. Because I don't come up here that often. So I'm extra treating myself. Today is my first day. I'm not even going to eat with this no more because I got to eat too dainty when I eat with my chopsticks. I'm on here. So today is my first day. For everyone who don't know, this is my first day of 100% full commitment to my veganism. So people are like, look here, you already eat vegan. Yes, but I wasn't 100% committed to it. So sometimes if a restaurant didn't have any vegan options, I'll eat a vegetarian option. Or, you know, we order in. Often those things have cheese or cheese products in them, or dairy products in them, like creams and stuff like that. But I'm 100% committed to my veganism starting today. So I'm so excited. It was a lot of gems that came from that. So I'm thinking how to keep this Motivational Monday short, because there's so many things that got downloaded into my spirit since I've been here. But I think what I want to say to every woman, treat yourself. Listen, life is short. We can be here today and literally going today, not even going tomorrow, going today. And when you're here today and maybe going today, what was the point about waiting to take care of yourself? We take care of everyone else. And I'm not talking about negligence, right? I'm not talking about forget our responsibilities for our children, for our families, our job, you know, because that's how we pay for things. I'm talking about putting yourself on the top of that list. If you were called to be a servant, which I know my calling. I was definitely called to be a servant, right? A servant leader. But if a servant, especially a servant leader, does not know how to serve themselves, they're doing themselves a disservice. Okay? So if you don't know how to serve yourself, you will get overwhelmed with being in the servanthood, and you'll stop serving, or you'll become really mean. I'm a giver. I always gave, even when I didn't have anything to give. But I depleted myself so often because I never replenished myself as often as I do now. And I replenish myself heavy. Since 2020, I replenished myself heavy. I started it when I started my first organization, my couples organization. Good. Love Train Experience in 2013. God planted that in my spirit, that adults needed time to be adults and couples need time to connect and reconnect. So I started that. That's when I started taking care of myself. When I detached from my ex, I said, what I'm gonna do? I love to travel. I love to go places now. I never did anything by myself. I never did before then. I was a young mom, you know. Most of y'all know my story. So I'm like, oh my God, now I'm not married. I really can't do this couples organization anymore. What am I gonna do? And God was like, girl, you better love on yourself. Love on myself. I, for the first time, gave myself permission in 2020 to love on myself. And that's where I Love Me came from. And that was my first solo trip with my girlies. And we had an amazing time. And after that, I knew it was going to be a movement. And from that moment, my whole mindset has changed. Hey, sis, Happy New Year. So, yeah, in 2020. And let me know if y'all can hear me clearly, because I am in the cafe. And I want to make sure y'all can hear me. This is the only place that you can be like this on your phone, because it is a spa. So most places around here is quiet. And some people had their phone take pictures and stuff. But I did that the first couple times I'm here. So now I just take a few pictures, a few videos, and then I put my phone away. So I said, if I'm going to be on my phone, I'm going to be in a cafeteria where it's loud and people are not going to be distracted by me being on my phone. So anyway, so I Love Me. Great, thank you. I hope you had a Happy New Year. I hope you're ready for 21 days with Better Me. So I said I'm going to love myself. And then it went a step further, like I want to help other women love themselves. And then also girls And that probably is the next step of my mission. God. I'm adding stuff. Okay, listen, I don't have all day because I told you I have an important Zoom 8 o'clock. Don't mind me, these vegan dumplings are the bomb. Okay, let me tell you what I learned. What got downloaded in my spirit today. Let me see. I'm going to save that for another day. It was like 3 or 4 things. What I'm going to leave y'all today is a story about why I'm eating these vegan things so heavy. So I decided a couple months ago to go 100% commitment into my veganism. I was a little worried because I really like cheese, and sometimes I like ice cream, dairy ice cream, even though I eat non-dairy ice cream 9 out of 10 times. So I always tell myself that I'm like 90% vegan. I can't be all the way vegan unless I'm all the way, right? And so you totally committed. So I made a total commitment a couple of months ago. Today is the first day. When I told my mother-in-law about my commitment, she was like, well, won't you just do it now? Because she's been a strict vegan for like 40-something years, and she's been a vegetarian pretty much her whole life, and she like 80-something years. She don't know what I'm missing with the cheese and the dairy. So I recognized that if I did it in that moment, if I stopped because she said stop, then I was still doing my changes for external validation, right? And I wanted this to be about me and my journey. So I said, I'm going to wait to January 1st. So I thought as time was getting closer to January 1st, I thought that I would start binge eating like dairy products. I thought I was going to be eating a lot of cheeses. I thought I was going to be like eating a lot of ice creams and all this stuff. Just because, you know, I'm about to go without for the rest of my life, so to speak, maybe, right? But that's not what happened. And that was the lesson. That even if it's not this vegan lesson, even if it's not this, there is a lesson behind what I'm about to say. So I hope y'all can hear me. Okay. So what I realized is that I wasn't even thinking about binge eating the dairy and binge eating the cheese. I had vegan stuff all last week. I went over my friend Beth's house, who always cooks me vegan. Shout outs to her. And I was with her Friday and Saturday. So I ate vegan Friday and Saturday. On Sunday, I had vegan again because I'm getting ready for the 21 days of a better me. So I wanted to eat very clean. And I wanted to get the carbs and all that stuff. Stop eating all the breads and all that stuff early. So I made vegan black eyed peas and gluten-free vegan cornbread. And that's what I had yesterday. And my daughter came in with 3 boxes of pizza and breadsticks and said, it's New Year's Eve. We bought extra pizza for you and Dad. Do you want some? Now, the very next day, today, is my first day of veganism. If I wanted my last chance of eating any cheese products, it would have been last night. And she offered me this pizza, cheese pizza, and I said no thank you. And I continued to eat my black eyed peas and went to sleep. Did not have any ice cream last night. Didn't have any cookies last night. Didn't have any desserts. I didn't have anything last night to say like I'm mourning what I'm about to lose, right? And what I realized is that soon as any one of us decide to make a change, that's when the change happens. Soon as we decide to make a change in our life, that's when the shift happens. It doesn't matter how long it takes to get to that change. Once we make a decision in our mind that we're going to do something different, that's when the things start working in our favor. And that's for any situation. And it got so deep because I thought about this. In 2017, my life pivoted and switched. God removed me from a lot of things. And it first started in my mind. So I was still in those spaces, but in my mind, he was starting to pull me away from those spaces. And I wrestled and I tussled with God because those spaces were familiar to me. And I didn't understand why he wanted to separate me from the life that I built. And on paper and in pictures and in videos, my life looked really good, right? So I didn't understand why he wanted to detach me from those things. I tussled with God for about 1.5 years. And in 2018, I finally said, I surrender. I surrender to you, God. You are my creator. So you created me. You created a plan for my life. And how am I going to go against your plan, trying to figure out my own stuff? If you tell me I need to detach from some things, if you tell me I need to let things go, if you tell me I need to try new things, if you tell me I need to go back somewhere, go forward, go side to side, it's up for me to surrender to that so I can finally be in alignment with you. So in 2018, I made a decision to surrender, complete surrender. Mind you, I was already a believer, so it's not about like renewing my belief or getting baptized or any like tangible thing, right? Because I was already a Christian. I already was saved. Now, since then, I did get rebaptized after this surrendering. So it is something correlated to like some outward expression of your change as well. But it starts from the inside. It starts from your mind, right? So for me, saying in 2018, before I ended 2018, I said I surrender. That year, my former pastor, I say my forever pastor, he passed away. Since then, he did a message for Walls of Jericho, seven times around, and then the walls come crumbling down. Something about that message, and he did that New Year's Eve message, and I was in church that New Year's Eve, and he had us walking around, marching around the church 7 times, and the walls came tumbling down. So for me, it's been such a big deal that I made that decision, did the work, did what God told me to do, and then I start to see the walls come tumbling down. So it's not about I make a change and then a change happens. And that's how we want. Whether it's weight loss, whether it's our mental health, whether it's our wellness, whether it's our business goals, financial goals, family goals, whatever. We say we want these changes, and then we think the change is going to happen the next day. We want these changes, and there's some work we have to do. Every step count, every march count. Around and around we go. And then one day, boom, the walls come tumbling down. And that's how I felt today. I felt like today was that day. Like everything just fell in place. I woke up with so much peace. I already was so excited for 2024. But after my weekend that I had, so high spiritual, high vibration weekend, oh my goodness, I am on fire. I am on fire, excited for me, but everyone attached to me, okay? Everyone attached to me is about to see some growth in their life in 2024. I declare and I decree that 2024 is going to be the year of like freaking blow your minds. Things are going to start crumbling down and you won't even know why. So I'm going to go back to this veganism for a second to give you an example. For me, soon as I said I wanted to be fully vegan many years ago, God was working on me to make that happen. In God's eyes, get this, it has already happened because God is in the past, the present, and the future. He's infinite. He's everywhere. He's everywhere in time and in space. So as soon as we make a statement today, it is already done. It has already happened. We align what we want with God's will. When it aligns, it's done. We might not see the done. So let me check this. I'm about to share a little tidbit of what me and my friend Beth, we was in a high time in the Lord. Like, we was tarrying with the Lord. We was tussling with scriptures and thought process. It was really deep. But what we recognize is that when we think that God is not answering our prayers, our yesteryear prayers, God didn't answer those prayers because he knew our prayers was going to change as we got more information, as we got more wisdom, as we got more clarity, right? Our prayers would change. So God may have said no to your 2020 prayers. God may have said no to your 2004 prayers. God may have said no to your 1999 prayers, because he's going to say yes to your 2024 prayers, okay? So if he said yes to your yesteryear prayers, you will disable your 2024 prayers. God said yes to your future self. He said yes to your future already. So he can't say yes to this in-between person. He can't say yes to this person who's not ready for what he's about to give you. He has to say, not now, not now, not now, and no, 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 no. And all this time we're waiting, walking around the walls of Jericho of our life, thinking, when is the wall going to come crumbling down? God already knew the wall was going to come down. The wall was going to come down on that seventh time around, right? And 7 times is a significant number, but it may not be 7 times. It could be 7 minutes. It could be 7 weeks. It could be 7 years. It could be 7 months. We don't know. It could be 20 years. It could be 20 months. The time doesn't matter. We make up time. Human beings. God is infinite. So if he said yes to me, oh my goodness, if he said yes to me in 2012, if he said yes to me, I asked for some stuff in 1996. If he said yes to me, when was my son born? 2005. If he said yes to me in 2007, I'm just thinking, you gotta remember your prayers that you thought were unanswered, your prayers that you thought God said no to. I remember what I prayed for that didn't happen, right? So for me to live my life now, I'm so glad he said no all them times. He said no all those times because he was already communing with the future Kia. He was already communing with 2024 Kia. And he knew already that 2024 Kia did not want the same nonsense that 1994 Kia wanted. 2004 Kia wanted. I hope that makes sense to somebody. So God did not neglect you. God did not forget you. God is already meeting you in the future, and he's orchestrating it right now. Your yes is today. I got all of that from not eating the pizza. Listen, I got all of that wisdom for not eating the pizza. I say this because I didn't eat the pizza, the cheese pizza, last night. I get to Sojo's Spa today. Go up. I was so hungry because I drove straight here myself. I stopped at a little thing, but I said, I'm not going to eat. I'm going to Sojo. I came here and I changed my clothes and went straight to the cafe. The first thing I did was to eat. And guess what they had? They had a vegan pizza. They had a vegan pizza that I could eat without the guilt, without the bloat, without the heaviness, and without the inflammation that dairy caused me, right? Because yes, of course I care about the environment. So being a plant-based helps the environment. Of course it helps climate change. Of course I care about animals, of course. But I am making this change to veganism for my life, to save my life. And the fact that when I eat dairy, I get bloated. When I eat dairy, I get inflammation. Even if it tastes good, I'm not treating myself good if I'm still eating stuff that makes me feel sick. right? If I'm eating refined sugars and I know that's not good. If I'm on a low sodium diet right now. I've been on it for like maybe a few weeks because I'm trying to get off my blood pressure medicine. So I gotta make some changes, right? God already answered that prayer that I'm going to be off the blood pressure. I already know that I'm going to be off the medicine. I already know. But that's my future self. I made the decision and I'm doing the things I need to do to align with the yes I already know I have. So if I say I'm going to be off blood pressure medicine, then listen, I'm a co-creator with God. He can't snatch the medicine out my hand. He can't snatch the food out my hand. I gotta make a choice. So I made a choice. I made a choice back then in 2018. I didn't know what was going to happen. And y'all see my life come crumbling down in real time. Y'all see me cry on here. Y'all see me weep on here. But y'all also see me smile, a big smile, because he said no then, because he was preparing me for my yes now. And each one of you, I hope that you understand this message. It's many things that came out of this message. I had a moment about grief today that I will share. I don't know when, but I will share it. I also had a moment about doing things alone because I'm here alone today. And that was big. But for today, I'm thinking this is important for our new year, right? Many of us want to be either a newer version of ourselves, or a better version of ourselves. A few years ago, that I wanted to be a new version of myself. Now I just want to be better. I like who I am. I love who I am. I just want to be better. I want to be stronger. I want to have more clarity. I want to have more wisdom. And with that comes tests, comes trials, okay? So if you're praying for wisdom, beware that it comes with some stuff to get you to be this wise, okay? But understand that God knows the whole picture. And sometimes the no is not that he loves someone more than you, or he just overlooked you, or that you did something wrong. Because I thought for a long time that I lived my life wrong, or I made too many mistakes. So that's why I'm going to get stuck in whatever situations I got stuck in. But it wasn't that. I was in those situations because I didn't think I deserved better than those situations. And that's just honest. But now I think I deserve the very best. So guess what? I'm going to start by treating myself the very best. And I never seen that steer anyone wrong. When you start treating yourself better, everything else starts to fall in place. People who don't treat you good will leave. People who don't treat you good, you will leave them easily. When you start treating yourself better, you just elevate your thought process. When you start treating yourself better, you start connecting with God on a deeper level, because he only wants the best for you. So when you're down here in your thinking, it's hard for him to get through all those layers. But when you raise your thinking and say, I don't care what this costs, I want to see the better version of me. I want to see what that yes looks like. I'm willing to make sacrifices from my daily life so I can have those yeses in my life. That's when it happens. That's when the walls come crumbling down. And at first, when walls, you think about it, when somebody has to do reconstruction, first it looks a hot mess. When the walls come crumbling down, everything looks like rubble. Everything looks like a mess. You're like, where I need to pick up and clean this up? This looking trifling, right? But then you move that away, the debris, and there is your land, your promised land, your land of milk and honey. It's all for you, waiting. When the dust settles, when the coast is clear, when you're in a safe space to enjoy your yes. Because sometimes God won't give you your yes if you connected with a lot of no's. I literally, when I disconnected from my no's, that's when I started getting a lot of yeses. So, I'm going to say this, my queens and kings that may see this, Happy New Year, Happy 2024. Get excited. If you're not investing in yourself, in your self-growth, in your wellness, listen, this is the time. If you're not watching Motivational Monday consistently, you don't have to watch it on Monday. Watch it on replay and put hashtag replay, okay? But you need to be getting this information because I am directly aligned with God and I hear him so clearly in almost everything. And I know it's because I cleared out the mess in my life. And once you clear out the mess, you can hear God so clearly. You can feel him. You can feel him in other people. It is a game changer. So in 2024, I want you to get excited. I want you to get focused. I want you to get disciplined. I want you to self-nourish yourself. I want you to prioritize what's best for you. I want you to budget. If you in that space, I want you to budget, put money aside to save up for big things like coming to Sojo Spa if you're in the Northeast, it's in Jersey. Or find some spa that's near you. But save, put money aside, treat yourself, nourish yourself, take care of yourself. And many of us would have money to do those things if we wasn't helping everybody else out. Because I had to learn that too. I wanted everybody to have the same experience as me, so I'm paying and treating and paying and treating. When that wasn't their season to be treated in that way. They need to go through the same rubble you had to go through to get the money to treat, right? So I learned a lot of stuff. So in this season, I'm focused on boundaries. I'm focused on myself. I'm focused on my family. I'm focused on the people that's assigned to me. Nothing more and nothing less. And I want that same thing for you. I want y'all to be blessed. I want y'all to stay connected. If you didn't already get your tickets to the virtual retreat, this is just going to be a continuation of that. So much stuff we're going to share with the virtual retreat. It's on January 13th. The tickets is on our website right now, One Trip Over the Moon. It's www.onetripretreats.com. You can buy tickets for the virtual retreat and the September retreat. The September retreat is live. If you close enough to get to the September retreat, please, 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 please come. Not because I want you there. I do. I want you there. But I want you to want to be there. I really want people hungry for healing. It's a healing retreat. I want people hungry for healing to be there. I want people focused on their self-nourishment and self-care to be there. I want people who investing in their mental wellness, physical wellness, spiritual wellness to be there. I want helpers who always helping everybody else and caregiving for everyone else to be there. September 28th, that's my birthday, okay? So, of course, I'm going to throw in some bonuses for coming, okay? We're going to have a little birthday party at the end of the retreat for everybody who's staying overnight. We have Ty Mathis Experience, the band. The full band is going to come at the end of the retreat to celebrate my birthday with me. We're going to have some cake. We're going to have some vegan ice cream. And we're going to have a good old time at the end of the retreat. But even if you only can come for the day, you can't spend the night. We have day prices for that retreat. We have overnight prices. Overnight prices, you cannot beat it. Nice rooms. You can share a room or you can have a private room. And it's a Saturday and it ends on Sunday afternoon. So high time the whole time. It's a beautiful time. If you've never been to a One Trip retreat, you don't know what you're missing. But if you live far away or it's just not in your budget to even think about the retreat in September yet, the virtual retreat is $25 and is a good way to get started. We're going to do a yoga demonstration, an actual class. So you have your yoga mat or have a flat surface to do your yoga. We're going to have a food demonstration by Chef Chrissy Modevi. And you're going to have me, of course. And you're going to have a bonus. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is. But we have a bonus presenter that's going to come on. And this is her first time presenting, so I'm excited about her joining us, but she's not on the flyer. So you're going to get a lot of information about setting goals and intentions for the new year. You're going to get ways to connect your mind, body, and spirit in this journey, because it starts here, then here, and then everything else follows. So I hope and pray that y'all continue to have a great day, a great evening. Stay connected with One Trip Retreats by being on the newsletter. It is free to sign up for the newsletter by going on the website and signing up as a subscriber or a member to One Trip. Members do get discounts when it's time for retreats, so you might want to do that. Hint, hint. And what else? Yeah, that's about it. Oh, Ty Mathis, the band who's going to be there on my birthday at the retreat, has his own event called Ty Fest, January 27th. And it is in Wilmington, Delaware. And I am one of the, I guess I would be considered a performer. I'm going to be opening up with some live guided meditation while they're doing a sound bowl, sound bath, and also acoustic guitar. It's going to be really nice vibes, live music, comedy, food, all that kind of stuff. I think I posted it on my page, but if you want the information, send me a DM. I'll send you the information for Ty Fest. That's in Wilmington, Delaware, January 27th. But do not miss the virtual retreat. If you are anyway wanting to be connected to me for 2024 and for us to hold each other accountable, I need you to sign up for that virtual retreat. You will not regret it. I'll talk to y'all soon. I'm going to finish enjoying my spa night at this point. And I'll see y'all on the other side. Bye. Peace.